10 News Pinpoint Weather Super 7-Day Forecast.
And taking a look at the forecast, the wind advisory is gone for the weekend, but the Santa Ana winds are here to stay. Joining us now is ABC 10 News Pinpoint weather anchor Moses Small, and you are breaking down the light Santa Ana winds that are still here.
Absolutely. So as you just mentioned, you hit the nail on the head. The wind advisory is behind us, and yet we still saw that brush fire that you mentioned in Dozora. And a lot of the risk factor for San Diego County lies in the way these Santa Ana winds form. They start high up in the mountains, and then as they travel down those slopes, they dry out and then they heat up. So they have this way of leaching the humidity out of the air, which certainly doesn't bode well for us, given that most of the county is still locked in moderate drought. So that is the reason why even tonight we have a minor wind and fire risk in our mountain communities. And we're going to have to check back in on that as those Santa Ana winds are expected to rebuild in the middle of the week. But now let's take a look at the wind gust futurecast. We were talking again about Dozora. So if you can imagine that area, that's down here kind of in between Campo and Jamul. And that's an area where we're seeing some pretty brisk wind speeds, about 22 miles per hour right now. And those are going to taper off along with the winds around the rest of the county as we get into the later evening hours and into tomorrow. But the risk is still present, at least for the moment. Meantime, along the coast, we're seeing these beautiful sunset views. San Diego nice and cool and seasonal, 67 degrees at the moment. Humidity still rather low, 33%, and a light breeze coming out of the north at 5 miles per hour. And elsewhere around the county, we're seeing these similarly comfortable temperatures in our inland communities. For instance, Escondido 66, Poway 64, National City 68. Taking a peek into the mountains, Julian 46 degrees, Warner Springs 54, Palomar Mountain at 47. Now in terms of temperatures, we're going to be right at seasonal averages for the next couple of days, or even a little bit above like the case is today. But as we can see here, we're going over the next couple of days to see a ridge of high pressure settle on top of us. I like to think of that almost as a bubble of warm air that's going to give us warmer temperatures. And so one of the warmest days of the week is going to be Thanksgiving. And afterwards, that trough is going to gradually dissipate and make its way south, leaving us with some slightly cooler air ahead for next weekend. So we can see that in the 7-day forecast for San Diego, for instance, a high of 70 degrees for tomorrow. Those wind speeds have gotten much lower. And then by the time we get to Tuesday and Wednesday, those highs of 67 are actually right on track for our seasonal averages. Then Thanksgiving, we jump up to 71. Friday, jump up to 72. So all in all for Thanksgiving, we're looking at some sunny, warm, and comfortable weather. It's going to be great to enjoy for the times I'm not putting myself in a food coma inside eating everything. But we're also going to see a second round of Santa Ana winds. Now that is going to come Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Too early to tell exactly how fast those winds will be, but it's the only blemish on a beautiful Thanksgiving forecast. Nia?
I was with you. I will be in a food coma, so won't be able to enjoy the outside much, but it's good to know that's going to be a beautiful day on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, well, shelter from the wind when you got that food coma.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Moses.